Hello everyone. I'm Shivra Banerjee, Associate Professor from Department of Pharmaceutical Technology, Breno University. I would like to represent the topic on poison and antidote. That is from the Unit 4 of your Inorganic Chemistry. So all of you know what is poison. So poison is the most dangerous chemical which will disrupt the biological system. Okay. So going to the definition. So a poison may be defined as any substance administered in whatever way, by mouth, by injection, inhalation, skin, or mucous membrane. So that produces ill health, disease, or death. The diagnosis of poisoning is often difficult. Acute poisoning may be accidental, occupational, suicidal, or criminal. So self-medication is also a major cause of drug poisoning. So that means poisoning can be in various ways, like accidentally, occupationally. Whenever any person is working in industry like this, they can inhale the poison slowly day by day. Or any person intentionally can intake the poison by or suicide. Or there may be some criminal purposes. Any person can intentionally kill any person by giving poison like this. And if self-medication is done without any knowledge of the drug, so that may be cause drug poisoning. So the poisoning, either accidental or intentional, require immediate support and symptomatic management to avoid any threat to life. The perfect management and treatment solely depends upon the identification of the ingested poison or corrosive substance, so that specific antidote or the poison or the substance which can be antagonized. The antidote means that the substance which will be antagonize the action of poison, that will reverse the action of poison, okay, which counteract that poison can be used. So classification of poisoning can be done in three ways, where is intentional poisoning and one is unintentional and undetermined. So in case of intentional poisoning, a person taking or giving a substance with intention or causing harm to that person, like suicide, assault, or criminal murder, like this. Unintentional. If the person taking or giving substance without knowledge its toxic effect, it is accidentally, some person have taken some uh, poison. Like some pesticides has been kept without any label, some person can engulf or some children can also engulf like this. Now undetermined, when the distinction between the intentional and unintentional is not clear, poisoning due to insecticide or pesticide, or sometimes it may be like that the person is not aware whether he have taken whatever the substance, or the person is a unconscious state, you cannot understand whether she or he has taken unintentionally or um, an accidental cases like this. Okay, now we can go to the antidotes. So poisoning is the most dangerous cases where any person will be going to having serious side effects and serious body physiological system may be disrupted. Other cases are, most common cause of poisoning is heavy metal, which occur by metallic contamination of food and water by leaching process. Sometimes we use plastics and some of the containers and some of the metals which will be leaching slowly during the drug, that may cause poisoning due to overdose of drug inhalation, intentionally cyanide poisoning. Now coming to the sign and symptoms of the poisoning. Reducing breathing rate will be reduced, nausea, vomiting and diarrhea, increased or decreased heart rate will be there, dilated or shrunken pupils and muscle cramps, and partial consciousness. Okay. Now first of all, we are coming to the heavy metal poisoning. So depending upon the content and the type of heavy metal, toxic effect can be seen in the future. Like heavy metals like charcoal, sorry, not charcoal, like bismuth, arsenic, lead, these are the heavy metals which can cause poisoning. Now going to the treatment. Activated charcoal is given intentionally for absorbing heavy metal or poisons. Then the emetics are given to eliminate any poison left in the stomach. Some inorganic compounds precipitate the heavy metals and prevent their absorption in the blood solution, like activated charcoal, light kaolin, copper sulfate, magnesium sulfate. This can be given to neutralize the action of the poison. Now, cyanide poisoning, that is the most dangerous cases. Here, cyanide poisoning may occur by inhalation or fumes of hydrocyanide acid (HCl). Ingestion of inorganic cyanide salt or cyanide substance like cyanamide, cyanogen chloride, peach of apricot, bitter almond, photographic chemicals, silver polishes. These are the substances which can cause the cyanide poisoning. Consumption of 300 milligram of potassium may cause death also. So this is the most accidental or most suicidal cause of poison. Physiology of cyanide in the body. How it occurs, poisoning. How it makes the problem to our body. Cyanide readily combines with the ferric ion of cytochrome oxidase, that is one enzyme of the mitochondria, which prevents the electron transfer and stops the cellular respiration or oxidation reduction reaction of our cell. We know every cell is doing respiration. So if the electron transfer is prevented, then the cell will be going into death. So treatment will be there, sodium nitrate and sodium thiosulfate injection, both the antidote, one by one are administered for the treatment of cystic poison. Next we are going to the next type of antidote here. So whenever you are handling any chemical, you should be very aware that there is no cyanogenic material or any cyanide like this. Okay. And if less amount of bitter amount of cyanide has been gone into our body, can be dangerous for our body. So should be very careful about this. Next we are going to different antidotes. So antidote means the substance which reacts specially with the ingested poison or toxic substance. They are used to neutralize the effect of poison in the body. Now classification. According to the mechanism of action, they are classified as physiological antidote and chemical antidote. Physiological antidotes, they are also called the antagonist. They produce the effect opposite to that of poison. They are used after some of the poison is absorbed in physostigmate. There are two antidotes for each other. In case of chemical antidote, they react by combining with the poison and change in the chemical structure by converting the poison into active or harmless compound. That is sodium thiosulfate, which convert the systemic toxic cyanide ion to non-toxic thiosulfate. EDTA, that is one of the chelating agent for heavy metal poison. Now there are another antidote, mechanical antidote. They act by preventing the absorption of poison into the body or expel out the poison by the emesis or eliminate through the urine. That means vomiting will be there or they will be eliminated through the urine. Like activated charcoal absorbs the poison prior to absorption into intestinal wall. Copper sulfate. Magnesium sulfate, sodium monohydrogen phosphate, like Na2HPO4, inactivate the poison prior to absorption and precipitate the toxic material as insoluble salt. Now, the antidotes are classified in some category, and inactive, inorganic, some antidotes are classified. So, poison or drug overdose, like acid. If acid is having overdose or poisoned, that is very corrosive in nature. So, antidote will be antacid or any weak acid like alkali, milk of magnesia. So, avoid inducing vomiting. Whenever acid has been taken, we can know that the base can cause the interaction, can cause the counteract. But base is also corrosive. So, that's why we cannot ingest the base. That's why a small amount of weak acid of alkali like milk magnesia or antacid can be given. But in case of acid poisoning, we should avoid the vomiting because if vomiting is there, then there will be again corrosion in the esophagus. So that's why you should wait for the neutralization and that will be eliminated through the poison through urine or stool. So that will be doing by mechanism, antagonism and acid neutralization. Next, alkali, that is the caustic soda like this type sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. So weak acid like lemon juice, diluted vinegar, that is acetic acid can be given for the antidote. Chemical antagonism, acid-base neutralization will be there. Next. Iron salts. If iron salt has been taken as a poison, so desferoxamine, sodium carbonate, given as antidote. Chelation will be there for the mechanism. Next, copper salts and lead salts, penicillamine. So that will be doing chelation for the copper and lead. So these are the important substance whenever any person engulfs, and you can make a list of the antidotes in your lab, so that if any person accidentally has taken any acid or alkali, what should you use like this? Okay. Next, we are going to sodium nitrate injection. Okay. So this is one of the antagonists we should use. Next, the different antagonists will be discussed in our class. Sodium nitrate is a property that then sodium thiosulfate. Okay, uses activated charcoal. So up to this, I'm completing here because in our next class we'll be discussing. Thank you, everyone.